back with another project that is a really fun one for me because this is continuing within the series of the projects I'm working on for my daughter's bedroom. And this is kind of one of my fun ones I like to do. It's not your typical, you know, paper crafting, card making, that kind of a thing. So this is like an altered project, and these are fun for me to do because I don't do those as often as I used to. So this is a wood, you can see it's really nice actually, you know, wall hanging for like, or, you know, mount, whatever you want to call it, for to hang, to you know, hang like in your, well, obviously this is for like a dining room, or, you know, you can put keys on it, whatever you want. So I bought this at the local Hometown Furniture, which is actually called Hometown Furniture in Lebanon, where I used to live. And I did not pay $10.79 for this, of course. I think I paid like $1. I couldn't believe it. I paid like $1 for this. This is really nice wood. I mean, it's not, you know, this is some really nice hardware. It's like real metal, and it's really super nice. So I bought this because it was, you know, I've probably had this for maybe 4 or 5 years, I guess. So that's what I kind of do. I kind of pick things like this and I collect them until I'm ready to use it somehow. So this I'm going to use for my daughter. My original thought was to redo it for myself in kind of a shabby chic purple, you know, distressed look, and then hang like bits of like some laces and things like that off of it. But I really want to use this for my daughter's bedroom because she really needs a place to hang, like, you know, her bags, her backpack, or, you know, her jacket she took off that day, whatever, that kind of thing. And that's what I want to do with it. So I'm going to alter this, even though it's really cute the way it is. I know it is. I think it's adorable. It would fit totally within the style of my kitchen right now, actually. But I bought this with intention to do something else with it, and that's what I'm going to do. Because I will never hang this in my kitchen like that. So I will never do it. So I grabbed together a few different paints and some different mediums and stuff that I want to use for this. I don't really know which shade. I might mix a combination of some of these. I'm not sure. But the first thing I want to do once I get the sticker off, and then I kind of wipe everything down, wipe it off just to make sure it's a clean surface, I'm just going to cover it with some gesso just to kind of, you know, get kind of dull down the wood a little bit, and, you know, kind of the red and all that kind of stuff. And then I have this Waverly Wax white paint. I've never bought this before. I got it in clearance at Walmart. So this is kind of cool. I thought I might try this on part of it. Then I have this cracking color from Viva Decor. I haven't played with this before, but that's what it looks like. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I gotta be careful because I can't make it too shabby chic distressed looking because that's not my daughter's style really. But I thought this would like maybe like on the corners or a little bit here and there might look kind of cute. And then I have this distressed paint in Tumble Glass, and I thought this would be fun to use as well in combination of these two. I don't know, maybe I'll use them separately, I don't know. And then I have just a couple different colors from the Cracker Barrel. I keep wanting to say the Cracker Barrel because I live in Florida. We have cracker barrels here. The Apple Barrel, Pool Blue, and the turquoise color. So I never use just the color that's in the container. I always mix it, either make it stronger, lighter, whatever, darker. And just kind of mix some of these things together. And then of course I have my water ready, and then just a couple of these foam brushes to use. Now I'm not going to be painting over the metal pieces, the hooks. I'm going to keep them just as they are. They're totally fine. That way, you know, there's no reason to, because I like how they look. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to mess with the back, leave the back like it is, 'cause it's going against the wall, of course. But I'll do the tops and, you know, the side, of course. And then I think I might just leave this because it's kind of white as it is. You know, it's not a big deal. And then I'll just really focus on this part of the project. So I will come back when I'm doing something really interesting with this technique-wise. Otherwise, you'll just see it when it's completely done. So I'll see you in just a little bit. Hi ladies, so I went ahead and put, I think, a total of almost 4 coats of gesso on here, mostly on the area where that red lettering was because it kept showing through, and I just really didn't want to have the project be, you know, almost completed and then all of a sudden I'm seeing the word family dining or whatever it was it said, because I didn't know for sure if I was going to put the darker teal turquoise on here or just add accents of it. So that's why I did that, and I did the top and then both sides, of course. And I did decide to go ahead and do the bottom. I wasn't going to originally, but I decided to go ahead and do that. So this is all dry and ready for the next step. So what my thought process is for this. Now, if I was making this for myself, I would put my different layers of color on, and I would sand it and distress it and all that stuff. But this is for my daughter, and she's not really into the whole shabby chic kind of distress look that much. So need to make it to where it's going to be her taste. So what I decided to do was to go with this darker turquoise color here, which I have scored out right down here in the bottom corner. And then I'm going to cover the whole thing with that, I think, or most of it. I don't know yet. And then I'm going to go back in with a little bit of this once it's dry, a little bit lighter. And then I really kind of want to do this paint. I'm going to experiment and try something. I'm going to put some of this tumbled glass because it's a lighter tealy kind of color. I want to kind of put it around the corners. And then once that's dry, I'm either going to do one of two things once it's crackled. I'm either going to do this and then emboss like some clear embossing crackly stuff over top of that, or I will just use this and possibly this, and then just put some of the Distress Crackle, the glossy cracklings. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This here. The Crackle Accents. I can't spit it out what I'm trying to say. So I just want to experiment with a couple different ways of what I'm going to do. I don't know which way I'm going to do completely, but I'm just going to go ahead and just start painting this board here, which is I think so exciting, so I won't keep the camera on for that. And I pulled out of my stash, these are some narrative swatch book impressions, and these are like rub-on letters. I'm going to monogram this with my daughter's initials, so, and I have everything in black, her letters, so it's perfect. So I will turn the camera back on when I get to that crackling thing I'm wanting to do, if I remember to do that. If not, you'll see this again when it's all done. Sorry, it's kind of the creative process, plus I'm stopping and doing things in between this as well. So I will see you ladies in just a little bit. Okay ladies, I'm back and I have completed this wood coat hanger, or also backpack hanger, whatever you want to call it. So I was going to turn the camera back on when I decided to change, when I changed my mind for like the 4th time, which happens all the time. And I thought, you know, you guys aren't going to want to sit here and watch me gluing down sequins. I mean, that's, you know, that's like not anything difficult at all. So what I did is I used this turquoise paint after I did like 3 or 4 coats of the gesso, and then I put this on. I did 2 coats of this all over, and then I mixed a combination of this, just a little bit of that, with a little bit of this here, and then some white paint, and then I kind of made the color you're seeing on the upper edge. So I kind of wanted like a darker turquoisey, tealy, and then kind of like a lighter color. And then I played around with the idea of smearing, you know, what is it? I forget what it's called. Crackle Accents. I don't know why I forget that. And I thought about smearing that over the top, making a crackle, and I was like, you know, that stuff's really, it's kind of pricey, and it doesn't come out like in the smoothest motion. Maybe my bottle's almost too old, I don't know. Not that my daughter's not worth me putting 2 bottles of this on there, but I'm just saying, I don't know if she's going to want to paint over this sometime when she goes off to college. Maybe her colors will change. I don't know, whatever. So anyway, I thought, what if I just put like a clear coat of crackle on or something like that, or even put like a whitewash of this crackle that I shared earlier. And I thought, nah, that's really more my style than I think my daughter's, so I decided forget that. So I just pulled out some sequins, which I think this looks really cute, and I would use it too if it was purple. And I just grabbed a couple of my sequins, the silver that are like 3 different sizes, and then this really kind of a sparkly kind of a turquoise color I have here. And I just set them down before I adhered them just to kind of see the pattern I wanted. I didn't want a specific streamline like 1 here, 2 here, 3 here. You know, I didn't want that, but I knew I wanted them to kind of mix together. So it just looked like I just grabbed a mixture and just went like that across it, and it just turned out that way. So I just used, I just put a little tiny bit of glossy accents onto this little packaging I save, and I just used the bottom of a Q-tip. And so like this is the end. I started using this one, but then I had to use for something else. Anyway, so I grabbed this and I, you know, like I held the sequin with my tweezers, and then I just dipped into, you know, grabbed the sequin, and then I dipped into my glossy accents, flipped it over like this, like see the other side, and just dabbed it on the sequin like that. And then I just placed it down, and then I flipped it over with a clean side, and I gave it a really soft kind of press, just to make sure, especially on the bigger ones, that it's so it laid down flat. And let me zoom in just a tiny bit, sorry about that. And that's what I got. So I thought it turned out really super cute. It's not a lot of bling bling, but it's enough, I think, to where it looks like the light will catch it, and it looks, you know, pretty cool. I think she'll like it a lot. And I thought about even doing some really cool chunky glitter, but you know, I didn't want to make her room look like a disco ball too much, so I just stuck with this. And then I did her monogram on here, and what I use, and I've had these for forever, and this is probably a testament that rub-ons don't expire, meaning like they don't won't transfer anymore. I've had this one, I can't even tell you, It's been over a decade, I'm sure, if not longer. And I love it though. And this is what I used. And I just cut out some of the different, you know, images they had there, decorative pieces. And then I just have it where it's her initials there. So her last name and then middle and her first name. And I just a little dot here and a little dot there. So I thought it turned out really super cute. I think she's going to love it. It was easy to center because there's, you know, 5 hooks. And all I had to do was just go with the middle one. So I think it looks cute. And it's got a bit of dimension when you look at it from the side. Oh, speaking of the side, I grabbed this matte Mod Podge because I wanted to test it on the sides before I put it over the whole top, because I don't know if I'm gonna like how that looks or not. I don't know if it was gonna smear or make it too milky looking, because I was thinking of a way to try to protect this, the blue part, the darker, or turquoise I mean. But I think I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not worried about it. If it gets some little chips and dings in it, big deal. It's got some white underneath it. It's not a big deal. You know, it's just part of the adds to the character of it and everything. So I'm just going to leave it as is, and I'm going to go and work on the next project. So this is 1, 2, 3, 5 or 6 projects I've got done so far, and I've got 3 more I'm working on. And yeah, can you tell that I'm excited for my daughter to get home? I'm just like making all these crafty things for her room. And there's some things I'm buying too. I'm not like making her bedroom look like it's a craft project or something, but you know, why would I go buy things that I can make it myself? And, you know, I know my daughter would appreciate me doing that, thinking of her that way. So that is the conclusion for this project. I think what I'm going to do is create a playlist. These aren't going to be in order, so you might be watching this one and being like, well, wait, you told us 2 videos that you were already, you know, that you were going to make a playlist, blah, blah. I don't know what order they're going to go up in, but I'm going to make a playlist, and I'm going to title it something cute for my daughter, you know, basically, you know, saying like it's her room renovation, or I don't know, that's the context of the playlist. And then I'm just going to start throwing all these videos in there onesie Tuesday. That way I can kind of keep them separated. So if somebody doesn't really want to watch a whole long, you know, 2-hour thing about me redoing my daughter's room, and they're interested in how they can alter a wood coat hanger like this, or how they can alter canvases like I did earlier, then they can just click on that video. So that's kind of my thought process for doing that, because, you know, I want to try to make my channel as easy as possible for people to find and use. So anyway, I just want to share that with you, and I will see you in my next video. So happy crafting, happy scrapping, and happy planning, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Okay, ladies, here is the completed altered wood coat hanger, or in this case, it's going to be a tote or a book bag holder, whichever Kaylee prefers to use it for. So I thought it turned out really super cute. This is just a light canvas little beach bag I got for her for whenever we head to the beach here in Florida. And I think it turned out really cute. I like the 2-tone different teal that I used for the craft paint. I also think that the rub-on, I almost said press-on, like Lee press-on nails. I don't know what I was thinking that for. But the rub-on letters I thought turned out really cute, and little things to make little decals in between the monogrammed letters there. I thought that was really cute. And these are the sequins that I used. Just used a couple different sizes in the silver, and then in the teal, kind of aqua, I just used the one size that I had, and I think it turned out pretty cute. I kind of scattered them in a little bit of a random pattern. I didn't want to flood the whole top thing with sequins so it looked like it was really blinged out. I wanted to really just have kind of like little sprinkling of the sequins on the top there. So I think it turned out really cute. I think she's going to like it. My daughter actually flies home today. She's actually in the air right now, just leaving Oregon, so she'll be here midnight our time, so I cannot wait. So look for this video to be in the playlist I'm going to name. I'll put it across the screen when I go to edit the video, but I'm going to have a playlist. I think it's going to be named like, you know, Kaylee's room makeover or something like that, and I'm going to have all the videos for all the different projects. So thanks for watching. Happy scrapping, happy crafting, and happy planning, and I'll see you next time. Bye!